Okay, let's see if this works. It's also kind of taking a while for the stream to like actually appear.
It definitely is.
Like it happened last time when I took it down too. So I don't know what the deal is, but I'm gonna blame Twitch. Here. Let's try this too. Okay. So driving controls. I can honk, I see.
Oh.
And steer.
I should hope you can steer.
I've actually thought that, that if a game didn't really give you much steering control, but like just kind of like guided you along, the driving would probably feel much more realistic. Because it seems kind of weird to me that there's a game like, LA Noire that you're supposed to take semi-seriously, and yet the driving around just makes it look like a total joke. Ooh, I can turn the
Well, I mean,
wipers
if you're gonna drive around on rails, you might as well not even have driving in the game at that point.
Yeah. Plus, the driving is technically optional most of the time because you can make your partners drive.
That's true.
But then you can't get all anal retentive like me and drive around looking for secret cars
So there's
more
like
than you actually play the game.
signaling, wipers on, wipers off, and boost. Whoa, look at the frame rate on that master key. Whoa, look at that flare with a much better frame rate. Ooh. Can I get a third person view? Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's a car sound.
Already rear-ending someone.
Well, I just wanted to see what it would do.
Hit the talk button.
Huh?
Hit the talk button.
So, Zach,
Oh.
about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays. You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978.
It's not a bad movie.
Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello. It was really awful, but for some reason I still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute-long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. And that was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never had a chance to see it. I know, Zach.
I
Once
remember
this
the
case is
cartoon
over, we can watch it
also.
together.
That was a weird
I
thing
bet
to
we
make
can
a
buy a
cartoon
copy on the
after.
internet pretty easily.
But then they also make a cartoon of Beetlejuice, so who knows?
Can I get out of the car, or is it automatic when I get to my destination?
Yeah, you can get out.
Because I wanted to explore that mansion, but I guess I'll stick to the objective. I'm sure I'll have to go there at some point anyway.
But yeah, anytime it prompts you to talk should always do it.
Okay.
Because that's where some of the best dialogue in the game comes from.
That's one fine building for such a small town.
Suspicious.
The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
The door handles are like soda cans or something.
Country ham.
Shock.
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan.
Get
We've been
run.
expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
I love Thomas.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings
His
from my
tie
car.
is like ridiculously
Thanks.
short.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered.
Anna?
She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of
He
course.
says Anna.
The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay, let me know when things are ready. Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Kind and sensitive air quotes.
Was there ever a CD release for this game? Because I could totally see myself buying it.
I think it's a free download, maybe?
Really?
Either that or people are just very free with sharing the link.
Axum, you don't have to watch Twin Peaks first, but I think that you'll appreciate a lot of things this game does more if you do. Because there are kind of like little nods and kind of in-jokes to that show. And I think it's a lot more fun noticing those while you're playing if you've seen the show before.
Wow, check out all them VHS tapes.
Easy there, Try.
The show with the times. VHS tapes, CRT TV,
I do
paper files.
I do love his ramble about 80s DVDs.
Yes.
Can I use this to like block a monster at some point?
Wish I got fancy file shelving like that at my job.
It seems really inefficient somehow.
We just have those huge, like, industrial file cabinets that you can't open two doors at once. So one of the doors will always get stuck and you can't open any of the other ones. Oh yeah, stairs. no big deal. Just firing a gun in a police station. Also, it didn't make you tank control to run down the stairs.
I like some tank controls myself.
I don't know if it's different if you just walk on the stairs, but the original had really weird tank controls on stairs. You're a horrible person, Bear.
I love how when you check a door that's unlocked, it says, looks like it was unlocked, as if, you know, I had checked it before and made the mistake of thinking it was locked. But it wasn't. Ooh, I can Z here.
Just take a nap in a jail cell, no big.
Can't open that one. XYZ 102. XYZ. Why are they all called XYZ? That's silly.
I have no idea.
Oh, I can open this one. Oh, maybe not. I love how there's like random chains around there.
Because a key isn't enough.
Oh my gosh, I can shoot this guy. And they made a sound
a
effect.
penalty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How
You
much
both-
agent honor did I lose?
I didn't see, but you definitely lost agent honor.
Oh, this.
Ugh.
I'm
For shame, sir.
I'm impressed how open-ended this game is now, though.
I'm disappointed in you, Try.
Ooh. Here, I'll get some of my agent honor back. Ooh, item acquired. What was it? Oh, striped scrolls keys. Oh, is this the item I got? Ooh, coffee. Agent Otter.
Agent Otter is my favorite agent.
Agent Otter reporting for duty.
Yeah, they took away the stair tank controls. Huh.
I'm actually kind of disappointed.
I actually kind of am too.
I mean, given the choice, I feel like I wish I could be playing the 360 version.
Just for tank controls,
Yeah.
which aren't even there most of the time.
Yeah.
You found the key.
I hope this is the right one.
It's locked with a key.
Save me.
You found a Siberian chipmunk this time, have you? Sorry, wrong key.
A Siberian chipmunk?
This species lives in northern Japan on the island of Hokkaido. They're actually quite a popular pet.
So it isn't even a squirrel.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Jeez, Try. It wasn't even a squirrel.
But it said it was when I picked up the key.
But it wasn't a flying squirrel.
Nor a squirrel. Well,
Flying
it said
squirrels
fly.
are
It said
pretty
fly.
easy.
I think it said flying squirrel. It just didn't say southern flying squirrel. So.
No, it said striped squirrel.
Oh.
Gosh, Try. Gosh.
Rough, sir.
Number 4, George. Well, how do I get to George?
George gets to you.
Oh.
Everything needs more Dachi Necrosaro.
Oh man, cone physics.
Oh man. We're having way too much fun with that. Is this like the new stacking
Oh,
chair?
I pushed it through the door! I wonder if it's still there on the other side of the door. This is like, oh my gosh, it's like the rabbit in Mario 64! Well, it's gone now! Oh, hey, it's Emily.
Wait. Emily was the code.
Oh man. The dreaded
Hi.
cone.
We found the killer.
It was the cone all along.
Hi.
Oh, info gathering bonus.
Oh.
Oh, the cone's reset? I think the cones may have reset. This cone is strangely hard to push. Oh, there we go. Pointy-tailed flying squirrel. What are we trying to unlock anyway?
Filing cabinet.
With what, Anna's files?
I guess so.
You found the key.
I think so. Is this it?
No.
You don't know your squirrels, do you? This isn't the right key holder. This is a Siberian flying squirrel. It's closer to a land-based squirrel. The Siberian flying squirrel is larger than the southern flying squirrel and has a standing tail while the southern has a hanging tail. But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
You sure do know a lot about squirrels.
I like that
Oh.
that asymmetrical like eyebrow thing he did. He had like a perfect diagonal from like one eyebrow down to the other.
Oh, York, haven't you taken zoology?
You are shattering Thomas's illusion of what it means to be an FBI agent, York.
Zach, there's a name written on this dumbbell. Arnold. I haven't met anyone by that name yet. Could it be the owner of this dumbbell? What do you think, Zach?
It's probably the name of the company.
Or there's a cameo by Arnold Schwarzenegger in this game.
Could be. What's going on here? Am I shaving or something?
Yes. You can grow quite fabulous beard in this game if you don't shave.
Really?
Yes, you can start getting scruffier.
I'm fascinated by this.
Beard
Careful,
technology.
Try. This could be a gateway to a beard in the real world.
Good thing.
Turkey sandwich? I don't know what it looked like that was on there, but it sure didn't look like turkey to me. It looked... Can I observe this again? How do menu? This is my inventory? No, those are done. But... Does the deer do nothing? Oh, here's items. Where's the turkey sandwich? It was a gross looking turkey sandwich.
You'll understand when you actually encounter the sandwich in the game.
Encounter the sandwich?
Yes, encounter the sandwich.
It's the final boss.
Don't ruin it, Drum.
Oh, sorry. Damn.
Is there like a long-tailed flying squirrel? Is it like the head of a turkey between two pieces of bread?
No.
Oh, that was a collectible card? It wasn't a sandwich itself? Fascinating. Observe. She has a jar of candy or something on her desk, and I'm trying to find out what it is. No, I'm not trying to shoot. No, I just wanted a closer look at the food on the desk. Oh man, she's got a huge plate of, I guess those are chocolate chip cookies.
Have you entered the Fortune Street tournament, Try?
Is there official entering that needs to be done? I told Cherry I'd do it.
Yeah, I mean, I trust she has all of us down.
Zach, look at this. Oh, now this is something special. It's the epitome of the old frontier sheriff's office. It's
What?
perfect.
Yeah.
Stuffed deer's head on the wall. A flag, a hunting rifle. A hunting rifle. Amazing. You'd never see a hunting rifle on the wall of a police department in the city. It's just amazing. Wonder if the sheriff would ever let me shoot it.
Oh, hey. There's Woodman. Hey, come back, Woodman.
George, do you work out every day?
Of course, Agent Morgan. Exercise keeps me healthy. I haven't missed a day since I started in high school.
Now that's impressive. Remind me to get more exercise, Zach.
But I can't do my full routine today without Arnold. I haven't seen Arnold around since yesterday.
Arnold.
He's a training buddy of mine. His partner Sylvester misses him too. If you see Arnold around, let me know, will ya? Can't finish my workout menu without him.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Arnold and Sylvester. I see where this is going.
I like that he calls it a workout menu.
He's doing like Final Fantasy VII squats.
George, I found Arnold.
Really?
He was a bit hard-headed, but I got him to come back.
Oh, Reese's Skype crashed.
Nope.
Oh, Arnold. Well done, Agent Morgan. Now I can work out using my normal workout menu.
Good to hear that.
Here's a little something to show you my appreciation. So that makes us even. I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. No changes to how we work together. Just bear that in mind.
Wait, I don't remember finding
Zach.
the second one.
He needs some friends who aren't so dumb.
Oh, he already had Sylvester. He's just missing Arnold.
Love the oddly loud footstep sounds. Like he's wearing high heels.
Maybe. Oh, I just... So this works like Leon style, huh? Bust through. I was worried I might ruin my social link with her by waving my gun.
Keep your gun in your pants, Try.
So am I gonna have to give like the wrong keys before we find the right key?
Probably. I think you can only find one at a time anyway.
Oh, well, no, I thought I had... Yeah, I've got 2 right now.
You found the key.
I hope
Found the
so.
key. Oh no, this isn't the key. Stupid.
No. This is a sugar glider. Sorry, wrong key. The sugar glider is a small gliding possum. It has shorter hair and a longer
Gosh,
column-like
Try.
tail. You can really see its muscle
Never heard
definition
of
on
a
this
sugar
image, can't
glider
you?
before.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Zach, can you tell these things apart?
That diagonal across both eyebrows is hilarious to me. I don't think I could do that if I tried.
You
I can
found
do
the
that.
key.
With my
Is this the one you were looking
right
for?
left.
I mean, maybe I could. Maybe I'm underestimating my skill here. I don't have a mirror to test it right now.
No. This is a gray squirrel. Sorry, that's not the key. Nothing particularly special about the gray squirrel, I'm afraid. You can find them in the US, Canada, and in England, too.
A gray squirrel. What was I thinking?
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Better save the game after getting all those keys.
Mm.
Is getting the wrong keys somehow like super terribly bad for some reason? Maybe I didn't fully explore downstairs. Oh, okay. I do like learning a lot about squirrels.
Thought everyone knew what sugar gliders were.
Oh, aren't they like small and people keep them as pets or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard of them. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying about them though.
They're like flying squirrels, but they're flying possums.
Oh,
And they're also
curvy-tailed flying squirrel kid. I didn't find all of them yet.
How are you liking the game so far?
It's probably too early still to say, but within my expectations, we shall say. I was actually a little worried that it would be less rough around the edges since, you know, I guess they sort of reworked the PS3 version. I was kind of wanting something a little
junky.
I wonder if I can get another key from shooting those.
I know Try4ce is heartbroken about the lack of tank controls.
I know.
You found the key.
That's the right one?
No.
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in the lumber mill when she was a child. Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious. Where in town can I
Everyone
get
loves
these?
Thomas's
Well,
biscuits.
actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
I mean, that's a decent amount of money on the surface, but how many crackers is that really going to buy you?
Oh, not enough.
Gotta be careful with your crackers.
So apparently sleepiness is a mechanic.
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
You're really
Just
cramping
one thing, Agent
Woodman
Morgan.
style here.
Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
I almost wish that the actual cutscenes had those beeps with all the dialogue. I don't know why. I just like the beeps in this game.
Like under them talking?
Maybe.
Kind of amazing.
Woodman won't let you leave. I did have something I wanted to do. Oh, it closes at 2100. Better hurry.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
So is there a third-person car view?
There wasn't a 360 version.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
Oh, there was.
I honestly don't remember. Actually, yeah, there was.
You need to try more buttons, man.
You hit the button, so something happened.
Oh, it's triangle.
Who would have thought? How did you not try triangle that whole
I
time?
don't know! Triangle's like sacred or something, you know?
Yeah, triangle is totally secret. It's not like it's right there on the controller or anything.
It just reminds you too much of the dreaded cone, doesn't it?
You know, I have to admit, though, it feels like the controls are a little easier from first-person view, but... Like, you don't turn as sharply or something. I noticed they haven't bothered to add, like, traffic to this game in any way.
Rear-ended someone right off the bat. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, how do I get out of this area? Oh, I see. This feels like so PS1 N64 to me. Like, if I played an N64 game with this frame rate, I wouldn't bat an eye. Oh, darn, I've been leaving my left blinker on. Look at that. How embarrassing.
How dare you try?
The chat room would like you to press X.
Agent Morgan,
Oh, yeah.
I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I would say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional.
Oh, no. Did I lose conversation? I lost the conversation.
No.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
He's right, Agent York. You still don't know your way around. Concentrate on driving us to the hospital.
There's a thing!
What are you doing?
There's a thing! I want that thing.
Why don't you get out of the car instead of running into it? I think running over things is a very good strategy.
If you're wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Oh.
Agent York, the hospital closes at 2100. Please make it inside before then.
Oh, so they went on by foot. Oh, Rosy Lips Gina. I see this town has their own trading card game.
Yours doesn't.
That would be pretty great if that was like some fixture of American society where every town had their own trading card game.
Although having strangers in your town collect your credit cards, you've got to.
Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind. Deadly Spawn. Do you remember that one?
Sounds
Zach?
like a movie we should
Back in
watch.
'83, directed by Douglas McKenna. Right, it was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. Wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound. Wait, Zach. Sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
That's a good movie.
That one was back in '89, directed by Ron Underwood. Now that was a great
I
one
love
for
Tremors.
Kim. A masterpiece. Zach, that one had sequels like crazy. There was a fourth one.
Have you seen Tremors
I've only
3?
seen the first one though.
Yes.
Because Tremors 3 is amazing.
Oh, really? Most people I know like don't care for it much. I've seen all four of them as like a quarter of the TV show.
We want to see the TV show pretty bad, but we haven't got to it yet.
It's great.
Deadly Spawn is unavailable on Netflix streaming track.
Disappointing. Is it on Amazon?
It is a $2 rental on Amazon.
Not bad. I'll take Agent York's recommendation on $2.
Agent Morgan, have you no respect for rules and protocol? We were waiting for you, and now you try to go in by yourself.
Oh, George.
Hey, check out that box.
I didn't see you in the parking lot, so I thought I'd wait inside.
Just watch it from now on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like inconsiderate people who think that they're above the rules. And I'm sure I've made this point clear by now.
Calm down, George. He probably just got lost on his way here and rushed in. Right, Agent York? Let's go inside then. Hello, Sheriff.
Freckly Fiona.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides,
Reminds
that
me
scar
of,
on your face
Ed's
is the
wife.
biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they
yeah?
spread, even in the countryside. What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
Finger. Liar's house.
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
That is not a real book, for the record.
You're the culprit, aren't you, boys? You can't trust those Canadians.
I wonder if the fan base for this game is deeply torn on whether they want Swery's next game to be, you know, awkward and clumsy and clunky like this, or like actually good.
I think it can have better controls, but still be just as dumb. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily so much the controls that are the problem. It's, I mean, in a way, but I mean, it's just like clunky and very rough around the edges. Like, I mean, it's in part the frame rate, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that I'm necessarily complaining. This is kind of what I was in for.
You say that
We
like
couldn't find
rambling
him.
on about Tremors is a bad thing.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
Are we supposed to put things in order, I guess? Oh boy. Chess pieces. Okay.
Tell me you can identify the pieces.
I am likely to make some mistakes.
Oh, God.
King passes rook, meets the bishop, the knight takes a pawn, and the queen. Yay! I'm a good guesser. Hey, Shepherd Smile.
That was
The
still pretty
doctor
sad.
awaits below with the deceased.
Another code? But there's nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
Yeah, there have been multiple characters saying Anna and multiple characters saying Anna. Well, I say multiple characters saying Anna. The only one I remember for sure said Anna was York.
There's nothing wrong with that. People say names differently.
Yeah, but you would expect that, however, the person themselves say it to be the correct name, correct version. Maybe Orc is Orc. See, you can say names different. Maybe Orc is saying Anna because he's an outsider, and he doesn't, or Anna because he's an outsider. He just doesn't know.
Well, to be fair, the person whose name it is can't exactly tell you how to pronounce it.
Well, her mom probably remembers. Is red my destination? Oh, it is my destination, but it's underground. Where is the elevator? Maybe the sign will tell me something. The texture is so blurry I can't read it. Yeah. Dead house. Oh, hey, here's stairs.
Gentlemen.
Mr.
Reese.
Xavier.
It's a wild Xavier.
Mr. Xavier.
I took one of those dreaded naps.
Yuck.
Oh, I feel awful.
Naps will do that to you.
Indeed.
You know what's
Oh, mine
worse?
always-
You know what's worse than a nap? The smoke alarm last night went off
Oh my god.
for just like a second at like 2 a.m. for no reason.
I heard that like people in the area with smartphones, apparently their phones like went woo 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 because they received an Amber Alert. Like, is this a thing? Has this happened to anyone? Apparently, it happens. It only happens to smartphones.
When did that happen?
Like last night. Like apparently a lot of people. No, I think it was like actually before midnight even, but it still apparently freaked a lot of people out who had maybe gone to bed already.
Baby drum
Usha,
smoke alarm
sorry
just
to keep you
knows
waiting.
that he's kidnapped
you
a
made
young
it.
lady.
Let's get started, shall we?
Isn't that the point of smoke alarms, though? Just going off at the wrong time.
This is Agent Morgan from the
It seems
FBI.
to be.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Usher Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please.
Do you at
call me
least have one of those that just take
Everyone calls me
batteries, or is yours hooked into the wall too?
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits,
Winky.
by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Let's just say I've engaged in necrophilia before.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen.
Ugh.
Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand.
Winky.
Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
It was a big wound.
Yeah.
That'd do it.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
This doctor looks like Bruno Mars.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that, or a truly hardcore sadist. He must
Is
get
this
off
jazz
on
part of the
watching
game?
women
Yeah.
suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job. You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
He just wants to feel her up a little.
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Like, this FBI agent's throwing down some razzmatazz.
That's how everyone thinks, right?
Oh, it is a battery-only smoke alarm, but it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the battery. It just went off for no reason.
Well, I only asked because ours is wired into the wall, so and it also takes batteries. But even if you take the batteries out, since they're just a backup, just in case the electricity goes out, it won't turn it off. Last time it went off and we couldn't shut it off, we had to actually disconnect it completely from the wall.
I definitely had that happen with mine in college in my apartment. I lived in an old-ass building, and it kept going off. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I cut the wires with scissors, and it sparked a lot. I didn't know what
Yeah,
I
I
was doing.
think it would.
I'm shocked I didn't get electrocuted.
Shock day.
Indeed. So, Drum, you're good at stories. Why don't you fill me in on what's happened?
I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly.
Hold on, there's cuts.
Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
Whoa.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Ah.
Yeah.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something. There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
Xavier seems amused by this.
George, of course,
My
I'm
first
passionate about it.
victory in the
Passionate
Grandmaster
lover, yes.
ranking.
I want to dine them, of course I would. Would I offer
Basically,
my jacket on a cold evening? Yes, without a doubt.
I knew there was going to be monsters in the hospital.
I mean, it's been a while.
What the hell is that?
Zach, they're here.
Do we still have audio sync, I wonder?
No, apparently.
Oh, are people talking about that now? I gotta believe it's Twitch's fault.
You keep saying that.
Either that, or, I mean, I downloaded an OBS update. I mean, this hasn't happened since we were using, FME.
You say that like that was ages ago.
Yeah, but I mean, since we had, remember we discovered that if you got rid of the preview window, you can do that in OBS, can't you?
Yeah.
Do you know where that is? Oh my gosh, the deer head is moving. Was it always moving?
Just right click on the preview and hit uncheck enable view.
On the preview. Oh, enable.